So we all know that creating digital products is super simple, right? You go to Canva, you create a digital product, but nobody tells you how hard it is to actually sell them. So the 4 super simple, easy steps to actually selling your digital products. And no, this isn't just another guide to how to create another digital product that will get 0 sales and you'll have to work a 9 to 5 forever. No, this is going to teach you exactly how to sell them. And before you're like, who is this random girl on YouTube telling me that I can make a frick ton of money selling digital products, making money online? Well, hi, I'm Savannah. I have been running a social media agency for the past 5 years, and I've actually sold a couple hundreds of thousands of dollars on the internet by selling courses and coaching and digital products. So I am your girl who has learned how to make freaking money from the internet. And guess what? You can too. So here we go. Let's get into it. Step number 1, okay? We need to start from the very beginning. You need to create a product that actually solves a problem. If you're creating aesthetic Notion templates for beautiful, nice morning routines, nobody is going to buy this. Or let's say printable affirmation cards. Again, nobody is going to buy this. We need to think about very specific problem-solving templates or guides or ebooks that people will actually buy from you. What are some examples of these? A client onboarding template for social media managers. I've sold this. Email automation systems for coaches. This is another key. What does this solve? I'm losing leads or I'm not getting enough leads. How are we going to solve this problem? Instagram content calendar for med spas or for real estate agents. It targets a specific person and you're actually solving a problem. You really want to get in the head of your ideal client, your ideal customer, and you need to have a very specific problem-solving product. I want you to identify who your ideal client that you're trying to sell to is. You can be in literally any niche. I don't care if you're selling fitness coaching. I don't care if you're a social media manager. I don't care what you do. You need to figure out who you're trying or who you are actually selling to. Once you have identified that, I want you to go to ChatGPT or Yelp, and I want you to find very big problems that these people have. Okay? Once you have the problems, you will be able to have a list of product ideas that you can literally take and make a product out of it because you know the problem that this person has. So go to ChatGPT, do some research on your ideal client, literally ask the ChatGPT, what are the problems that real estate agents have? And then you go a step further. How could this be a product? Make this into a product. This doesn't have to be super complicated, you guys. You just have to know what they struggle with. Step number 2, we need to actually build your sales system. So now that you've actually built a product that you want to sell, you've solved a very specific problem, we need a way to sell this or a sales funnel. And before you think, oh, Savannah, this is just another sales funnel that I've heard from a million other people and it's not going to work for me. Well, guess what? This is my exact blueprint and you have not heard this from anywhere else. So you need to stay and watch this entire video. Step number 1, you need to start posting short form content. You could also post long form content if you really want to, but this really works great for Instagram. You're only going to use one ideal platform, which is Instagram, and you're going to post short form content. Here's an example. How to know if you're actually getting ripped off as a social media manager or lowballed. Let's do some math. Let's say that you're charging your client $800 per month. It's real. Did great. Okay, it has 778 likes, got over 20,000 views, and it has literally 670 comments. This is proof that you can generate leads from social media. All those comments are actually leads. So what you're going to do, you're going to post short form content. It's going to be educational. It's going to be inspirational. It's going to capture people's attention. Again, key problem solving content with a problem solving product. That's literally all you need to know. Step 2, you're going to use auto DM. Okay? Auto DM, I'm sure you've heard of ManyChat, the thing that says comment link and I'll send you the link. So for me, I was saying comment pricing, I'll send you a link to my pricing guide. Auto DM, hello, by Super Profile, it's free. So if you actually want to use an auto DM like ManyChat, but not have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars, you need to use Super Profile. I have a link to that in my description. You can try it out for 14 days free. If you don't like it, cool. If you do like it, save you some money. Okay, use Auto DM to actually capture these leads. There are 2 ways that you could do this, okay? Number 1, if it's a cheap digital product, you could actually probably send them directly to your messages, the link to the digital product. This will only convert a warm audience. 2, if you don't have a warm audience or people that know and can trust you, you can create a thing called a lead magnet. You can also create this on Super Profile. A lead magnet is a freebie, right? A free guide, a free ebook, whatever. It's not paid, right? You're going to give this away for free, and they are going to fill out their email, their phone number, all this information in exchange for the free product. Here's the catch. After you give them the free product, you're going to retarget them, right? Either in another DM sequence or an email sequence, telling them to buy your paid product. 1, because we already know they have an interest in whatever the free product was. And 2, you've built up some credibility or some trust with this person, so they're more likely to actually opt in or purchase anything that you have after you give them the free thing. This is brilliant. Post short form content. You're going to send them the automated DM sequence using the Super Profile. It's free. And 3, you're going to follow up with either an email sequence or a follow-up DM after they got the free thing with the paid product. This is literal gold. You're going to make a frick ton of money if you do this right. But I will have to say, it all starts with your marketing, which I will make another video on how to actually create content that actually converts and turns people into a literal gold, because you're going to become rich from freaking social media. But since I've already mentioned it, let's just go into freaking step 3, and I will give you some examples of what your content needs to actually look like. Because in order to sell anything on the internet, you need to have a great content strategy. I work with so many business owners, I've worked with so many students, and the ones that are actually successful, the ones that are making millions and millions of dollars every single year, every single month, whatever, they're making a frick ton of money. They have mastered storytelling and social media. So here's everything you need to know. Number 1, we have top of the funnel marketing. This is the marketing that's going to capture people's attention, okay? It's educational, it's entertaining, it's inspirational. It really captures people's attention. This is the videos that are going to go viral and really connect with a large amount of people. Let me give you some examples.
I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. I don't get tired.
You want to make more money, solve rich people problems. Right now you're selling broke people problems. That's why you guys are getting a bunch of brokies.
I just bought a Rolls Royce and I just lost my car keys. So now they're towing away.
Suicide if you ever try to.
2, nurturing content. This is the content that is not actually going to resonate with everybody else, okay? You have your viral content, but guess what? Your videos don't all need to go viral. No, we want to build an audience that knows, likes, and trusts you so much that they'll actually purchase from you. And sometimes that means talking about things that most of the people don't even understand, right? For me, as a social media manager, I give out my pricing strategies, I go over content, I talk about agreements, and I specifically talk to social media managers. But guess what? That probably doesn't connect with a ton of different people or random business owners. So you need to create nurturing content that will actually only speak to your ideal client. Here are some examples of amazing nurturing content videos that will only speak to a certain niche or your ideal client.
How to downsell on a sales call without losing value in the offer. Ooh, this is one of my favorite ones because most of you guys really are bad at this. We're so good at selling the offer on call. We've got the script. We walk through everything perfectly. And all of a sudden the person can't necessarily afford that. You walk through all the different different options. You've exhausted everything. And so now you realize it's time for you to downsell, but you're making the downsell sound like shit. So then this person feels like it's not as great as an offer as the first one, and then they don't want to buy. This is what we do.
There are 5 things that you should never say in a sales call. And my name's Shelby Sapp. I've trained multi-million-dollar sales teams, and if any of my girls ever said one of these 5 things, they'd be fired.
And lastly, yes, girl, we have conversion content. We need the conversion content. We need the content that is actually going to bring in sales, not that viral content can't, or top of the funnel, or that nurturing content cannot bring in sales. But when you actually start talking about your offers and you have clear call to actions and it is, straight to the point, sometimes that content does perform better. For example, let's say you have a Black Friday special. Okay, cool. Now someone may actually know about your Black Friday special. If you don't talk about your offers, no one's going to know about your offer, okay? So unless you're like, hey guys, I have an Instagram group chat in my bio, no one is going to know that you have a paid community in your bio. So we need to be talking about our products constantly. And yes, you probably think that this is annoying people, but guess what? You have to be annoying in order to make sales. 1, some of your content will annoy people. And 2, your offers may be a little bit annoying, but would you rather be broke or would you rather be a little bit annoying and rich? I think let's go with rich. Okay, so now we know how to actually start selling a digital product that will not just get seen by people, but will actually convert, okay? Because we want to make money. So to overview, number 1, you need to make a product from the very beginning that talks to a specific person and solves a very specific problem. Anything broad, anything too generic, anything that doesn't speak to a specific person will not sell, period. 2, you need to build your sales system. You can do this all with one software called Super Profile, okay? I put a link to that in my description. You can go check it out. Your funnel, to summarize, is going to be posting short form content, having the auto DM feature that is free on Super Profile. Again, it's free. This is going to either send your product to people or you're going to have your lead magnet where people can actually opt into something free. And then later you're going to upsell them on your paid digital product that solves that same exact problem, but it's just a little better because it's a little more information. And step 3, you're going to have a killer content strategy, okay? Top of the funnel content, nurturing content, and also content that actually converts. And I think that's pretty much it. You just need to do these 3 things. Try this. If your product is not selling right now, go back to when you built it and ask yourself, did this solve a very specific problem for a very specific person? And if you answered no, you might need to redo your product and come up with something else. Again, check out that link in my description. And always make sure you freaking subscribe so I can grow too and help more people. All right, I love you. Thank you so much for joining, and hopefully I'll see you in the next YouTube video. Subscribe, please.